Hey guys, it's me again, and this video, I'm putting this video out to just basically the people that actually follow me, that maybe listen to what, or at least some of what I have to say. You know, usually the government, the left, the elitists, all of them, they all usually come out and tell us what they're going to do before they actually do it. And I think a lot of this stuff that we're seeing that's going on in Texas, all the fires out in California, I think it was Utah, Nevada, I don't know what all states they were causing all them fires in, the hurricanes, Florida, Puerto Rico, you know, Texas, all the flooding, all these things going on. If you look back to Jade Helm back in 2015 and the map that those guys used back then, and where they were transferring all these military equipment, same place they were moving, or they were taking, shutting down all these Walmarts that has been said that they're turning them into FEMA camps or whatever they're doing with the Walmarts. I don't even fucking know anymore. But all of those places and things that were mentioned in the Jade Helm 2015 military exercise or government exercise or whatever, if you notice today, that's where all these bad things seem to be happening across this country, across the entire South, from Florida all the way to California. That every one of them states were mentioned in Jade Helm. You know, Utah, Colorado, Nevada, all them states were mentioned in Jade Helm. But there's something that they're talking about a lot here in the last year, in 2017. And that's either China or Russia, or more than likely they're going to blame it on North Korea pulling off of a nuclear blast above our heads and knocking out the power grids. Well, what do they call that? EMP, if it's a big enough blast over our heads to take out our power grid, then it's also going to take out your car. It's going to take out everything that's got electronics in it. The reason why I'm making this video is when you start thinking about that, you got to start thinking about your car, how maybe you could protect it. Because if you have to walk to get to somewhere for some kind of protection or to hide or whatever, there's a lot of people can't walk that damn far. You know, you ain't got the proper shoes and all that stuff, and enough food to last you for maybe a month. And how can you carry all that, you know? So you got to start thinking about a vehicle. Well, I can tell you this, anything from about the year 2000 and newer, everything in these cars is electronics. Nothing anymore is mechanical other than the motor itself. And then it's got a lot of electronics on it to keep it running. But like your transmission, with all these, they've got knobs now that you turn, buttons that you push. That's all electronics. Even if you got a gear shifter, it's still an electronic transmission. You have electronic fuel injection in your car. You got, I mean, everything to your car is electronics anymore. So it wouldn't be as easy as replacing one or two electronic parts in your car working again. You know, with everything being electronics, there's not enough you're going to do to that car to get it to ever work again if an EMP goes off. The reason why I'm telling you this is because that's what I've decided to do myself. Is I've gotten rid of the newer Jeep Cherokee that I had, and I'm going to an older one. I'm going as far back as 97, and I'm going to build that up because there's not that much electronics in the old 97s. I can pull the electronic fuel injection off and put it down regular carbureted, make it regular just carbureted. And the rest of it is, you know, you got your manual transmission. That's a lever that you actually move to pull it into park or drive or neutral or low, 1 and 2, whatever. If it's a manual transmission, you got a lever to shift it. The four-wheel drive setup is all, you pull a lever to put it into four-wheel drive. It's not a push button like these new vehicles. The brake systems are not all electronics. Like back then, they were, you know, you had brake lines and you had a master cylinder and all that. Today, a lot of these cars have electronic brake systems on them. I mean, there's so much stuff you're going to have to try to figure out to even try to make a car work, if you can ever even get it to work again, or a truck or whatever. So that's why I'm putting this out. I've been, you know, this is something that I'm doing. I'm just letting the people that actually, you know, follow me and maybe listen to something that I have to say, which that's beginning to be a pretty small group anymore. But I'm just letting you guys know that's something you need to think about. Going back, getting an older model truck, four-wheel drive, and, you know, getting it up, getting it fixed up to where you know you can get in it, and if you have to, go 2,000 or 3,000 miles to get to where you can to hide if shit goes bad. Because people, man, there's something going to happen in this country. Nobody really knows what it is. We're being told as many lies as we're finding out the truth. And there's so much going on being around us, from the Vegas shooting to this church shooting to all these shootings and stuff going on. Something is in the works. But what it is, nobody really knows. All you can do is dig through all the stories and try to pull the facts out of it, and then you have to make your own decision as what you're going to do to defend yourself and your family. Everybody knows pretty much I'm going to take every step I can to be able to get me and my family to safety. So that's all I want to do, is let you guys think about that. And I would say going back to the mid-90s, somewhere around the mid-90s or later, on a four-wheel drive or something, you'd probably be pretty safe. Even if you have to, you know, you can change some shit out on it, get rid of as much electronics in that thing as you can. You know, as long as it'll run, maybe the air conditioner and the heater won't work, or defroster, you can still make it move. You're still better off than not being able to make it move and having to walk. So that's something I just want you guys to think about. May God bless us all, man. I think we're all going to need it. This country's went to shit. It's lost all of its morals, and it doesn't look like shit's going to change very soon. So I don't know how much God's going to help us, but hopefully He'll bless us and pull us out of this before it's too late. You guys have a good one out there. I'm clear.